Here we go. It's recording, lads. You got anything to say?
I've just got no motivation today. I need motivation. They just start the video.
Right, today's Sunday. I just got to the gym now, and I've got to be honest with you, this week my eating's been good, but my application to exercise, just the motivation around it, has just been awful. I think I've been like 3 times this week. Yesterday I went in the evening, like at 8:30, just because I was just in such a bad mood yesterday, and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to go there, I'm just going to get it done, just go set by set. And if I'm honest with you, it made me feel a lot better. Like, it was just nice just to sort of just work through it bit by bit, not overthink it. Yeah, I think it cleared my head, to be fair, which was really nice. But yeah, motivation is just one of those hard things to have day in, day out. You know, even the most resilient people can just hit a trough from time to time. It's just one of those things, isn't it? But I think, you know, I was saying to Callum and Jack last week, you know, I'll just want to take a break from exercise and stuff, just to, you know, just to sort of reset my mind and stuff like that. But I thought I'd make the most of the nice weather this week and just try and go. But yeah, I should have just taken a week off, to be fair. But yeah, like I said, I went yesterday, just worked my way through set by set, and yeah, I think I've hopefully, fingers crossed, just reset my mind and reset my way of thinking in terms of what I want to achieve. So yeah, the one thing as well that's just getting me down is just my right leg. My groin's obviously, like, you know, I'm sure you're sick of hearing it about it, but that's still a little bit there. And also I've got like a little twinge now in my, I'm not sure if it's the top of my hamstring or the bottom of my glute on my right leg. So I'm hopefully gonna book a physio appointment either this week or next week, just to try and get to the bottom of it. It's annoying as well because, like, I'm still squatting, and I can still squat with no pain whatsoever. So I'm going to be doing squats today. But, like, you know, when I like just bend down to do my shoelace, I can just feel a little like tug, like at the bottom of my glute, top of my hamstring. So yeah, it doesn't seem right. So yeah, I'm going to get that checked out. Yeah, another thing as well that sort of, you know, kickstarts the motivation a little bit is when you sort of get an endorphin spike by buying something new online. So there was a little sale on Gymshark, so I bought the t-shirt for £7.50, which was quite nice, and another pair of shorts from there as well. And I bought these blue light glasses to help you sort of wind down in the evenings. I did have a pair before, but I got quite like a protrusive face away from my ear, and the arms just wouldn't fit over my ear on my old ones, but these ones, they do fit properly. So yeah, it's gonna be nice to wear them in the evenings and try and get a decent night's sleep, because I think that's another thing that's probably affecting it as well, is just my sleeping pattern, because like I only get maybe 4 or 5 hours sleep a night, and then when I get back from work at 6 o'clock in the morning, I just sort of fall asleep, which isn't a good habit to be in. It would be nice to stay up, but obviously when you've had 4 or 5 hours of sleep and you're waiting 3 hours then to start work properly, it's just easy to fall asleep. So yeah, those are the changes that I've made. Those are the things that's been on my mind this week. But yeah, today marks a new week in my head. Try and get a good leg session done now, and hopefully I can kick on the rest of the week. God, I sound like a footballer.
So yeah, I'm doing this voiceover a few days after doing this leg day, but yeah, that's just the beauty of editing. So let's get into it. I like to start legs with a bit of skipping, just to warm up the legs a little bit, warm up the calves, the ankles, just to get my heart rate up a little bit. And then I usually do a pretty strenuous, I say strenuous for me, leg stretching routine. So do the hamstrings first, and then onto the groins, and then trying to sort of open up the hips a little bit, as you can see by here. Just trying to just force them out with my elbows a little bit, and then I was just sort of testing that glute or hamstring niggle I've got. And then this is probably the best squat warm up you can do, in my opinion, just to open up those hips again. And then for me, I've got such tight ankles that calf stretches are just imperative. And then if you can see, I've just sort of slightly bent the knee a little bit just to target the soleus then, because the soleus falls into the Achilles a little bit, and it's all about getting that knee drive over the toe to get that deep squat. But yeah, even so, I've got to sort of go quite wide with my stance just to get that depth. So that's why my hips need to be warmed up quite a fair bit, which is why I'm sort of sitting into the squatting with just the bar, just to open those hips up a little bit more. So yeah, we go on to 60. And yeah, I wear 1 inch squat shoes just to help that ankle mobility again, just to help those knees drive over the toe a little bit better. I think I did 2 sets on 80, just to warm up still, and then yeah, I did 2 sets on 100. I'm not sure how many reps I did, might have been 5 or 8, something like that. And then this was my top set of 115. Got this for 8, I think it was. 2, 3, yeah, I think this was for 8. As you can see, we've broke a clip on for the bar, so we're kind of using one of Jack's bands just to sort of wrap around it, just to stop it from going anywhere, because the bar, because it's a little bit old, it's like slightly bowed in the middle, so if we were squatting down and back up and whatever, the weight will just slide down, and yeah, it'll be horrible. So I didn't do the skipping in between the squatting because I would have just taken it out of me, so I did it a little bit after. And then yeah, this is a Nordic hamstring curl that my dad made. I've seen it on a few garage gyms, and it just looked like a tiny bit of kit, and yeah, nice and easy. It's like a hook for all of our bars as well. But yeah, this it's so nice. This is so nice for the hamstrings, just to lower down and then just explode back up, just to hit those fast twitch fibers in your hamstring. I say this, I know this is quite slow, but this is me exploding up. And yeah, it's quite painful, but the pump you get at the end of it is unbelievable. It's amazing. And then yeah, this is me doing some leg curls on the tiny bit of kit we got for free. Well, I think I explained in the last video how we got it for free. There was kind of a bit of buy and selling, but yeah, we ended up getting this for free. And I added a band onto this because me and Joe discovered when we were doing it before that as you reach the top of the movement, the momentum kind of it stops the weight from sort of it stops your quads from sort of activating straight away. So we added that band just so the quad is activated straight away as at the top. And yeah, it's quite a nice addition. And then yeah, I finished off with some stiff leg deadlifts. I've seen quite a lot of people on social media sort of doing stiff leg deadlifts, but really heavy, but then their knee is bending a lot more than it should, so it's essentially a deadlift. But when you say, oh yeah, I did a stiff leg deadlift at like 200 kilograms, it seems a lot more impressive. It's like being stronger on incline bench. Like people just think, oh, well, you must do a lot more weight then on flat bench, when it's not really the case. So yeah, this is an ideal stiff leg deadlift. A slight bend in the knee just to get that depth. But yeah, that was my leg session. I didn't do any calf raises because I went for a run in my football boots around a field in one morning that week, and yeah, my calves were just on fire. So yeah, it's just I binned off calf raises, but I would have done calf raises there, but I didn't. But yeah, we're gonna go back in time now to Sunday, and I'll catch you on the sofa. So I touched on it earlier about how my sleep is not very good quality. Sort of, you know, I'm when I'm getting home from work, I'm falling asleep for a bit and then getting up and going to work, and I'm just always tired and whatever. Then I'm having caffeine and it's not doing anything because I'm tolerant to it now. So I thought, do you know what, I'm going to do two things. One just for a week, and the other one for, you know, for the foreseeable. I'm not going to have caffeine for a week just to sort of reset my system. I'm not sure if a week will be long enough, but you know, we'll see. And then the second one is to wear these things. God, they look awful, don't they? Jesus, I look like Deirdre Barlow. But yeah, these things, they're meant to block out blue light. And yeah, apparently blue light sort of tricks your mind to thinking it's still, you know, daytime or whatever. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't give you, like, for as long as you're having blue light, your brain's not, you know, winding down and whatever. But this blocks out, I think, 40% of the blue light or something like that. So yeah, chuck these on at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, whenever. A few hours before I go to bed, and then by the time I go to bed, then my brain should be kind of relaxed and sort of wound down more than if I didn't have these on. So yeah, hopefully that'll get me a good quality sleep, hopefully. And also need to go to bed a bit late, a bit earlier, but that's easy to do. So but yeah, I think that'll hopefully as well, like, it'll probably help my you know, muscle soreness as well after the gym and stuff, and probably just, yeah, it'll just benefit my life, just getting a good quality amount of sleep every night. So yeah, that's that. Right, there it is, eggs and a bagel. It's just getting a bit boring eating the same thing over and over again, but yeah, nice and simple. Lovely day out, by the way. Might take Frank for a walk. Where is he actually? Frank? Oh. Come on, come here. Come here. Okay. You okay, Frank? Okay. I'll leave him alone now. So I think I listen to podcasts a lot more than music. It's always on in the car, always on my headphones when I'm walking or doing the dishes or anything like that. And finding a good podcast is quite difficult sometimes. Like, there's just so many to choose from. So I thought I'd just rattle off my top 5, the ones that I sort of listen to the most. So number 5, we've got the Bulldog Gear podcast. This is quite a new one. I think they've only done about 10 or 11 episodes so far, but it's one of them ones where just the conversation flows nicely. There's some good guests on, ones that you might never have heard from before, and yeah, it's really good. It's a really good podcast. It's all about, obviously Bulldog Gear is the lifting, the gym equipment company, so they get a lot of like health and fitness people on. Yeah, it's a really good listen. Number 4 is the Darren Cartel show. Yeah, his is kind of like, he's a really good personality, and I really like him, and just the way he talks and stuff. It's just a nice listen, and he asks good questions. He gets good guests on, unless they're James Smith, he's a tosser. But yeah, that's another podcast that's quite an easy listen. Number 3, I'm going to go with Joe Rogan. The Joe Rogan Experience, just because it's just an OG in it. Like, I think everyone's listened to Joe Rogan at some point. There's been a guest he's had on that someone's listened to, or it's been in the news or whatever. But yeah, he's got to be in there. I haven't listened to all of them because I don't, relate to all of them, because they're also like 2-3 hours long. But ones like the Matt Fraser one was really good. The Mike Tyson one was unbelievable. But yeah, that's a podcast I always look out for, and it just has to be on the list. Number 2 is the High Performance podcast by Jake Humphrey and Dr. Damian Hughes, I think his name is. If I got that wrong, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is a good one. This kind of gets like elite level people on who have excelled in their fields, and just straight up ask them like, what makes you successful? And yeah, it's such a good intellectual conversation. And yeah, I've listened to a few of them now, and I listened to the Zach George one the other day. That was unreal. And yeah, it's just, they literally just get down to it, the nitty gritty. What do you have to do to become successful in your field? And they just lay it out on the table, and it's just, yeah, it's a really good, well put together podcast as well. And the final one, and my favourite, is that Peter Crouch podcast. It's so funny, and like just the stuff they talk about, just their banter, just their chemistry. It's Peter Crouch, Chris Stark, and Tom Fordyce, and all 3 of them. They've just got an unbelievable format. It's the same format every week, and yeah, it's just so funny to listen to. Like, I look forward to, I think it's every Wednesday they put one out, and every Wednesday I listen to it straight away, and it's just, yeah, it's really good. But yeah, that's my top 5 podcasts. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.